made sure to keep a consistent workout schedule and a consistent sleep schedule. I've also cut out like alcohol and everything else. The whole week leading up to this weekend, it got more and more real, especially with older dancers reaching out to me and giving me advice. A lot of the things they were saying were just to keep yourself distracted, always keep yourself moving. Another thing was to keep a journal and journal whenever you feel like it, because you're not going to remember the whole 46 while you're standing at THON. They also said to eat every dancer meal because you need the calories. Even if you're not hungry, you need the calories. So the main floor can be a little much and a little loud sometimes. So I'll usually just come back and throw my headphones and walk along the halls and just jot down what I'm thinking or feeling or what I assume the time might be and stuff like that. I'm looking forward to the pep rally for sure. Anytime I've been at THON before, I've always tried to be at the pep rally, and it's always super entertaining. And obviously I'm most excited for Final Four. Final Four is always the most emotional part for me, but it especially now will remind me why I'm dancing and why I'm standing for the full 46 hours. So I know it'll be worth it, and it's always a fun time seeing all the old dances and hearing family stories and things of that nature.
I stood 38 hours in the stands last year, and I was not prepared at all. It was a split-second decision to stand for the full 46 hours. Did not go well, so definitely just packed my bag a lot with everything that I wish I had last time while I was in the stands. A lot of my friends have danced in the past, so I texted them when I found out I was going to be a dancer, and we did a lot of FaceTime calls, a lot of just regular calls, and they sent me like their list of things that they wish they had. And then we also had the dancer panel, which was really informative. It was really special being able to watch and like support my sorority sister on the floor as she was performing, especially since it was her first time at THON. So it's just a really fun experience for both of us. I'm looking forward to the Final Four. I missed it last year, so I'm really excited for it to be like my last Final Four with all my friends.
So my brother had danced 2 years ago, as well as a bunch of my friends last year. So definitely like called with them the weeks leading up, and they sent me some really good like packing lists and just like ways to get prepped. One of the biggest things was just like cutting out a lot of sugar, and also as well as like caffeine completely. I think just like making sure, I guess, your body's like good staying awake on its own was pretty good. And then also trying to like get in a little stretching and running the weeks leading up, just because, I don't know, I hadn't really been working out too much. So just making sure my body's ready for something like standing for 46 hours. I think I'm looking forward to kind of like getting over like the first wall of tiredness. I think after that, I'm hoping that it'll be a little bit more smooth sailing, because I'm definitely starting to get a little tired. But I think also just as like some of the people on my pass list get to come down to the floor, just getting to talk to them and kind of lean on them for some support should be pretty cool. I think THON means a lot. I think like when I first got started with THON, it was like back with like mini THON in middle school. It meant a lot in like almost like a different way. Like I kind of understood the cause and where all the money was going for, and it was like I knew it was like a super great like movement or cause, but I don't think until I came to Penn State did it take on like the real like meaning of like seeing like how it truly impacts the families, like being able to see it firsthand, how it like improves the lives of families is definitely I guess what it means to me.
Honestly, just a lot of mental training with thinking about the reasons why I THON, talking to my THON family. I'm family relations for Phi Beta Lambda, so that's been a really big inspiration. Talking to my dad and my sister just about our story about why we THON. I came to THON for my first time freshman year, but then I wasn't able to attend the last two THONs because I was a full-time caretaker for my mom who passed away from a terminal brain cancer called glioblastoma. So this is my second ever THON. One of the most difficult days of my life was the day my mom was placed on hospice. We just got back from a family vacation and we had to go immediately to the doctor's office, which was extremely difficult. And what my mom said broke me. It was devastating. She said, I want to see my kids get married. I want to see them have babies. And she'll never be able to do that. She was robbed. But the reason why I THON and the reason my mom was okay was because she knew me and my sister had a future. But some of our THON babies don't. And I want to fight so no parent has to be told their child might not have a future. I think my biggest surprise was how emotional I got when my dad got to the floor. I mean, it was super early on in the night with the digital line pass, but it was really great seeing him, and he's one of the main reasons why I fawn, because I understand what pain is, I understand how losing someone is, and I never want anyone to experience that again. So that's why I fawn, that's why I fundraise, and that's why I want to continue doing this for years to come. So this was the first year my Thon child, Branson, was able to stand up with us at Thon. He's been our Thon child for about 3 years, and he wasn't able to walk for the past 2 years because of 2 major surgeries he had. He was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, which is a very rare type of bone cancer, and this was his first Thon standing with us, so that was definitely a standout moment, and I'm excited to see him for the rest of my time. I have met some of the most amazing people through Thon. A really great experience I had was when I went to the hospital tour visit. I had that opportunity last semester to go to, and PBL went with DU and DG as well. And I just met such amazing people through that, so I've been talking to them a lot during it. And it's just amazing that I feel open to sharing my story with so many other dancers, and everyone knows how to respond. And that's something very unique that you don't see a lot. You'd be surprised about all of the comments people say about cancer that are really insensitive, but here it just feels like such a welcoming community.
To prepare, I cut out all caffeine. I did no caffeine for like the last couple of months. I didn't want to rely on that. Not that I did in the first place, but I made a list of everything I wanted to pack, made sure I had everything. I was panicking about it a little bit. And I made sure to text people to let them know that I'd be on the live stream so they can watch that from home. I'm looking forward to seeing how I'm gonna do as far as energy goes. I've been trying to just just keep jumping around, just stay off my feet as much as possible. It's been a really fun journey. I started in high school in mini-thon, and I fell in love with that since I started. I just kept going and going and going, and I chose Penn State because of THON. I knew I wanted to do it. So it means support, it means teamwork, it means strength.